great value. What those persons have done is live for the
6541 or join us via the new Love 101 FM app that can be downloaded from the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. The show is available via the app up to 24 hours after broadcast. In the main watch today, is Christmas a pagan holiday? Why not just celebrate Advent? In second watch, recent recommendations of the committee looking at the Sexual Offences Act. For our Facebook and Twitter question, we ask, what are your thoughts as it concerns Christmas being referred to as a pagan holiday? Share your responses on our Facebook page, Love 101 FM, on our Twitter handle at Love FM Jamaica, and also on WhatsApp, 876-997-3125, using the hashtag #sign the Morning Watch. We'll share responses later on in the program, but before all of that, here's I quote.
The I quote comes from Isaiah 7:14. Therefore, the Lord himself will give you a sign. The virgin will conceive and bring forth a son, and will call him Emmanuel. Isaiah 7, verse 14.
Well, this is the season when we celebrate the birth of Christ, and there has been a lot of controversy as to whether this is the time of year to do so, but nevertheless, Christians around the globe, the entire world, we use this time as a time to, think about his birth and what he has done for us in our lives. The main watch. We'll be back in a moment after this break.
When it's time to celebrate, and I want something really great, it's Magic Sparkling Dream for all, with 0% alcohol, 7 flavors bubbling bright. Magic is your sure delight, so raise a glass, it's magic. Experience the magic, mix it up, it's magic. All can share the magic.
Pour some magic into your moments. It's Magic, distributed by Ramson's.
Ho, 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 Home and Things is Christmas.
It's the crazy Christmas sale at Home and Things. Jingle all the way home with crazy low prices on all your favorite items. Tiles, bathroom fixtures and faucets, laminate flooring, lighting, paint, windows and doors, and a whole lot more.
Ho, ho, Home and Things this Christmas.
Fix up your home and make your holidays merry and bright. Don't miss the crazy Christmas sale at
Home and Things this Christmas.
Happy Holidays!
Crystal Punch.
New in spring water.
Crystal Punch.
Refreshing plus prata.
New look, great quality. Quench thirst properly.
Crystal Punch, spring water. The first choice for refreshing hydration. New look, same price, and great quality.
Crystal Punch.
The best in spring water.
Crystal Punch.
Minerals rata.
Come get water right from the spring, straight from the source.
And realest thing.
Crystal Punch, now in stores for $50.
Now is the time to get your mortgage from Sagicor Bank in our super mortgage offer. Get a special mortgage rate plus a pre-approved Sagicor Bank MasterCard credit card with 20,000 bonus points, a free credit report, and a 3-month payment holiday on residential mortgages. And as usual, you'll get your Sagicor Bank mortgage fast. So don't wait another minute. Text HOME to 322-2384 for more info. Conditions apply. Sagicor Bank, in your corner.
Make your Christmas merry by getting a car of your choice from Proactive Auto Dynamics, located at 19 miles Sandy Bay, Maple, Clarendon. Don't miss out on our Christmas car sale, now on while stocks last. We also sell truck parts. Call us today at 876-613-2332 or 876-489-9663. Make your Christmas merry and your new year prosperous with a car from Proactive Auto Dynamics. Proactive Auto Dynamics, for a proactive approach to all your auto needs.
Market a Jamaican sinting.
Hello. Yes, you. Come, we go in at the market every Saturday in the month of December with Heraldo inside the Saturday Showcase and talk to some vendors about life in the market. Let's hear how they got into the market business.
Find out the challenges and the joys of working in the market. And most of all, come and find out how much for a pound of yam and a banana. Because when we leave the market, we are going on a boat. Saturday showcase at the road inside Christmas and at the market every Saturday at 7:30 a.m. in the month of December.
And if you're a market vendor, you might very well see me and Geraldo buy £2 a yam and talk with you. So come we go in at the market this and every Saturday in December at 7:30 a.m. inside the Saturday Showcase with Geraldo Budan. And it's on the family station Love 101 FM.
Love 101 would like to inform you, our valued listeners, that both our office and studio lines are down due to circumstances outside our control. For urgent business matters, call 876-869-9596. That's 876-869-9596. And to interact with our announcers in studio, please use our WhatsApp number 876-997-3125. That's 876-997-3125. We apologize for any inconveniences caused and will inform you as soon as the lines are up again. Thank you for making it Love 101 FM, the family station. We are family.
Welcome back to the Morning Watch. I'm Stokely Marshall. It's now time for the main watch. Now, over the years, there has been this perpetual debate, ongoing debate about pagan holidays, whether it's Easter or Christmas, as the case may be. And it seems like the church has given a green light to some of these practices and celebrations. Well, let's talk about that. And this morning we won't be having a debate, but rather a kind of family discussion during our first watch on this interesting question. Is Christmas a pagan holiday? Why not just celebrate Advent? And our discussion today is a continuation of the one that we had on Thursday, December the 6th, 2018. The topic of that discussion was the politics of Christmas. With us this morning are Reverend Tashi Campbell of the Portmore Holiness Christian Church, and she is also a mathematics specialist, although I don't think math will be the subject of the conversation this morning. And we should be joined shortly by Pastor McAnuff Jones, who is of Street Pastors Jamaica. Good morning, Reverend Tashi Campbell. The Reverend Tashi Campbell, good morning.
Good morning. Are you hearing me?
Oh, we're hearing you loud and clear. Great. Good to have you this morning.
Great.
Now,
it's great to be here. Thank you.
Yes, and how is the season so far for you?
So far, so good, and I am looking forward to the rest of it.
Okay. So you love Christmas. Is first of all, getting straight to the point, many people are concerned about why we celebrate Christmas. Not everyone, but some. And you even have some churches where they downplay Christmas or they don't celebrate it at all. Now, first and foremost, Reverend Campbell, is Christmas in the Bible? Why is it celebrated? Is it in the Bible?
Well, that's a very good question. The word Christmas is not in the Bible. And based on the traditional belief that Christmas is a time set aside to celebrate or to commemorate the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ. That is in the Bible because there is no denying the fact that Jesus Christ came in the flesh, because this is now a historical fact.
But did he ask us to celebrate his birth?
Oh, certainly not. He did not ask us to celebrate his birth. That is, it's not in the Bible whether we should or should not celebrate Christmas. And therefore, it really should boil down to whether or not a Christian is so convicted, so to speak.
Interesting thought. I think we might now have online with us Pastor McAnuff Jones of Street Pastors Jamaica. Reverend Pastor Jones, rather, are you online with us?
Morning, Stokely, yes. Are you hearing me clearly?
Great. We're hearing you loud and clear, sir. The question posed to Reverend Tashi Campbell, who is a guest along with you. She's of the Portmore Holiness Christian Church. is Christmas in the Bible? Why is it celebrated? Is there any mention of Christmas in the Bible, and why are we celebrating it?
Okay, that's the kind of age-old question. There are so many things that are not in the Bible that Christians do. But here's how I would put it. When the shepherds encountered the angels and they announced to them what was coming in Luke chapter 2, they said, I bring you good tidings of great joy, or that will cause joy to all. The angels were the great company of angels in Luke chapter 2 were heard rejoicing and praising God. When the shepherds got the news of the birth of Jesus, they also rejoiced and praised God. So we get the picture of a lot of rejoicing, a lot of praising of God by angels and by the shepherds. And in fact, the angels told the shepherds that this news would cause joy to all the people. So in my own mind, this is a tremendous picture of celebration by people on earth and by angels. And one would say, well, about a birth, but this was more than a birth. The scripture says, in the fullness of time, God sent his son, born of a woman, born under law, to redeem sinful man. The birth of Jesus Christ was the most significant intervention in history. I believe that is cause for celebration, whether you want to celebrate that on December 25th or another time. This is cause for celebration, and when we celebrate this intervention of God in the earth in history, we are joining angels, we're joining people who heard about this thing in the beginning. As to the debate as to whether or not Christmas was a pagan holiday, there is no evidence that this was a pagan practice, because the evidence suggests that people selected a date to have this celebration. It seems to have coincided with other things that people chose the same date for. But to my mind, it doesn't really matter when you celebrate it, whether it's celebrated on a day that coincides with other things. But I think it is right for us to celebrate God's mighty intervention in the earth and to join with those whose example we saw in Scripture. Good tidings of great joy that will cause joy to all the people is a clear indication that God wants us to rejoice and to give thanks for this.
Does your church celebrate Christmas?
My church recognizes God's intervention.
And you're a pastor, by the way, otherwise from being a pastor of street pastors. You're a pastor of which church? Can you tell the audience?
Christian Life Fellowship.
Christian Life Fellowship.
Recognition to God's intervention. We don't spend a lot of attention on cultural Christmas, but we focus on the intervention of God in the earth with the birth of Messiah.
Okay. So, of course, when I said audience, I meant listeners. So, your church doesn't celebrate cultural Christmas vis-a-vis, but you do nevertheless celebrate the birth of Christ as a significant event in history and for mankind as a whole. Now,
absolutely,
if his birth is so significant, why not celebrate it at the correct timing? Because the very scriptures that you're referring to spoke to the shepherds watching their flocks by night, which some persons say could not have occurred on December 25th. So it would have had to have occurred at a time when the weather would have allowed for shepherds to be watching their flocks at night. More like maybe summer or at some other point in time of the year when there's no snow. So therefore, we're going to come to that shortly. I'm going to save that answer, Pastor McAnuff Jones. We're going to take a quick time signal and come right back.
Bank on your own time. Download the NCB mobile app from the App Store or Google Play Store. The time is now
7:15 inside the Morning Watch.
Welcome back to the Main Watch. Thanks for staying with us. And we have online with us Reverend Tashi Campbell, and she is of the Portmore Holiness Christian Church, and we also have Pastor McAnuff Jones of Street Pastors, Jamaica. And Pastor McAnuff Jones, I was putting to you a question in relation to why not just celebrate Christmas at the right time of the year in terms of the birth of Christ, since the birth of Christ, it is said, could not have occurred on December 25th.
Right. Okay, I don't think anybody knows when exactly Jesus was born.
They weren't keeping that kind of record at the time.
No, and I think it's an age-old debate, which will continue until Jesus returns for the second time. My focus, our focus on recognizing anything to do with the birth of Christ has to do with God's intervention in history that is cause for celebration, and we are very clear that people must be very careful about being overwhelmed by the cultural elements of this universal date that people have chosen to come aside and to recognize. I think it is, to my mind, what the world has done is to select a date that may be for convenience, come aside and to recognize this. Unfortunately, the thing has been subsumed into all kinds of commercial activities, where Santa Claus has replaced Jesus in many people's reckoning, and where there are people who do not accept God's intervention, but are celebrating the Christ Mass. But at the end of the day, I think the debate is the value of the debate is not comparable to the value of recognizing God's intervention in the earth and celebrating that for it.
Well, interestingly, we're not really looking at this morning as a debate per se, but more like a conversation or discussion on the matter. But Reverend Campbell, in terms of the day, December 25th, being used as a day to celebrate the birth of Christ, it is indicated, I know we have heard Pastor McAnuff Jones, we have heard what he has said, or his view on the matter, but it has been indicated that December 25th was close to another celebration that was being held in pagan times, the pre-Christian era, and it had to do with the winter solstice. And one of the previous popes, he adopted that day as a day to celebrate the birth of Christ, because it was already a holiday, so it was convenient to sort of merge the two, maybe for political correctness at the time. Do you have any views on that? Because here it is, we're making a lot we make a lot of Christmas, but sometimes we seem to forget about Advent. Any concerns or any comments there?
Yeah, I actually did some research, and
yes.
I'm just going to share a little bit of information on the background as to how this December 25th.
Please do.
Because before the time of Christ, there were many ancient cultures that celebrated the changing of the seasons. And then in the northern hemisphere of Europe, you had what you just mentioned, the winter solstice, which was the shortest day of the year, and it occurred round about December 25. So during this time, extreme celebration occurred, and for the most part, businesses and governments shut down, which we know right now that really doesn't happen because it has been so commercial. And it was a time of pagan celebration with various forms of sinful behavior. But then in the ancient Roman system of religion now, they had what they called Saturnalia. And that came from Saturn, which was the god of agriculture. That's what they believed. And so each year during the summer, it is believed that the god Jupiter would force Saturn out of his dominant position in the heavenly realm. And, this is mythology. And the days would begin to shorten. So in the temple of Saturn in Rome, the feet of Saturn would have then been symbolically bound with chains until the winter solstice, when the length of days began to increase. So it was this winter solstice, December 25th, that was the time of celebration and exchange of gifts, as the hardness of winter would begin to wane and the days would get longer and so on. So Saturnalia became a week-long celebration that began on the 17th of December, ended on the 25th. The Roman Church, though, was unable to get rid of the Pagan Holiday. So in the 4th century, it is said that the Roman Catholic Church, which was the dominant church in Europe, adopted the holiday and tried to convert it into a Christian celebration by declaring December 25 to be the day of the Lord's birth. Hence why even today there are still some persons who think that Christians believe that Jesus' birth was on the 25th. But we want to make that clear, and Pastor Jones would have said it already. We don't believe that Jesus Christ was born on the 25th because none of us know for sure the exact date of his birth. But what we do know for sure is that Jesus Christ came in the flesh, God incarnate, and intervened in humanity, and that is worth celebrating. So in the words of one of my pastor friends, he said, Christians took the pagan holiday and baptized it.
Interesting.
Okay, so it had, so my short response to the question about whether or not Christmas is a pagan holiday is to say that it had pagan origins, but I would not now say that it is a pagan holiday because Christians, we have evolved so much from that time of its beginning. And Christians now, it's clear for Christians that Christmas is about a time set aside to commemorate the birth of Jesus Christ, or God intervening in the world, as Pastor Jones said earlier.
I'm going to ask a quick one, though. Why are we still exchanging gifts? If the exchanging of the gifts had pagan roots, because this was taking place prior to the Christianization of the holiday, why are we still engaging in some of the practices, such as the gift giving and the locking down of businesses on the particular day? Because, which still occurs to some extent, you know. Like newspapers aren't published on Christmas Day. I don't know if you're aware of that. You can't get a Gleaner or an Observer to buy on Christmas Day. It's not in print. So
that's interesting. I don't even think I've
realized that. We have a holiday. We have an act in Jamaica that deals with holidays, and December 25th is one of those holidays when businesses are supposed to close, except for like maybe some pharmacies and gas stations. But generally speaking, businesses are supposed to close. Any comments on that? Why are we giving these gifts?
It probably is
etc.
due to tradition. It probably is due to tradition.
Pagan tradition?
And, well, if you want to call it.
I'm asking.
We're even having this discussion about, you know, the origin and so on. I think it is an indication that we have gone so far away from that time that we're still questioning some of these things.
I'm just asking, why don't we just cut off? I'm just asking, why don't we just cut off all the vestiges of this paganism and just focus strictly on the birth of Christ?
Okay, if I may jump in, if you don't mind.
Feel free. It's a discussion. Feel free.
The truth is that Christians don't know anything. Christians are not exchanging gifts because they are aligned and tied to anything that has its genesis in paganism. People are exchanging gifts because they love their family members, because they want to show appreciation for each other. I mean, nobody gets up every morning and calls Sunday, Monday, which are named after God.
And that's another conversation. I'm glad you mentioned that, Pastor Jones. That's another discussion.
Nobody gets up January, February, March because they are tied to any kind of commitment to these names which arose from Roman gods.
And you're arguably opening another discussion.
I make the point that when we exchange it,
yes,
we are not doing this because we're tied and committed to any pagan origin. In fact, I would recommend you read the article in the Observer by Reverend Clinton Dizon.
Yes.
Dr. Clinton on the 13th of November, I believe it was. December 13th. And he makes the point that this issue of whether or not this celebration has its origins in paganism, he says it's a smelly red rat, using his words. And we know Reverend Chisholm is a scholar. I do trust his research. At this point, I'd say that the reason why people close to Christmas is because, to the credit of the Christian community, here and elsewhere, governments have decided to give a public holiday. And I say yeah to that. And so businesses close on public holidays, regardless of whether it's Christmas or any other holiday. But I think it's important, for people like myself, who I recommitted my life because I went to church on Christmas. I grew up as a Christian, I recommitted my life later on. And all the people who got saved and had their lives recommitted in Christmas, we don't really want to hear anything about this issue about where it started. And I'm not saying that as a pushback on the argument. I'm making the point that it is a credit to the Christian community that we have been able to so significantly use this event as a way of focusing on the coming of the Lord and what God has done in bringing a Savior to the world and offering men the opportunity for peace and reconciliation. I don't think that I'm going to ask you, why did you recommit your life during Christmas? I think we need to focus our attention on why people do things. The average Christian knows nothing about Mithras and the winter solstice. And
correct. Very correct.
I think okay, he's back. Okay, great. Thought we had lost you for a minute there, Pastor McAnuff Jones. Reverend Tashi Campbell, can you just quickly remind us what Advent is and the distinction between Advent and Christmas? Because we are all saying Merry Christmas. I heard Pastor McAnuff Jones saying we don't remember or we don't know it's of a pagan origin. I'm trying to paraphrase. However, we are saying Merry Christmas. But why Advent? What is Advent, and why are many churches speaking about that as opposed to Christmas?
All right, so Advent is really a season that is observed in many Christian churches as a time of expectant waiting and preparation for the coming of Christ.
Yes.
Advent really means coming.
Yes.
It's usually celebrated for a period of 4 Sundays leading up to Christmas. So Sunday coming would be Advent 4. That's the final Sunday before Christmas.
Yes.
And for each of the Sundays, there's a different aspect of this time of preparation that is emphasized. So Advent 1, you talk about the God who comes. Advent 2, the God who speaks. Advent 3, the one for whom we prepare, or the forerunner, which would be in the form of John the Baptist, who kind of cleared the way for Christ to come. And then you had Advent 4, which would be the role of women in God's plan for salvation, where, of course, the angel appeared to Mary and said, behold, you are highly favored, and the Holy Spirit will come upon you, and you will conceive and give birth to a son, and you shall call him Emmanuel, God with us. So really that season speaks to a time of expectant waiting and preparation. So many churches we're now in the season of Advent,
yes,
according to the liturgical calendar. But for me personally, I struggle to see how we can separate Advent from Christmas.
Okay.
For what it means to Christians.
Yes.
If it's leading up to this coming of Christ, the time that goes right up to the birth of Christ, the time that is set aside for that. So if Advent without Christmas, it's almost like Christ didn't come in the first place.
Understood.
But it's twofold as well, because Christ has already come, intervene in the world, come in flesh, God incarnate, and he is coming back again.
I have
so
about...
in a sense, Christians are still looking.
I literally have a few seconds left, and I don't even think we can get another comment from Pastor Jones. But quickly, Reverend Campbell, based on what you just said, should we be saying Merry Christmas? Should we be saying Holy Christmas? Or should we just be saying have a Holy Advent? How should we style it, or what words or language should we use?
Have a happy, holy, Merry Christmas.
Merry too? In the Merry, isn't it?
Celebrator.
The Merry is the one from the pagan start, I don't know. Pastor McAnuff Jones, any comments, sir?
You can baptize it and use it. But Christmas should be celebrated.
It's a Holy Mary. It's a Holy Mary, not a worldly Mary. Okay. Pastor McAnuff Jones, any thoughts?
Well, I don't know if it's Mary Holy or Holy Mary. But, I think we should just be joyful. How do I say it?
A joyful Christmas.
Have a joyful Christmas.
We have to leave it at that this morning. We'll have a joyful Christmas. I want to thank Reverend Tashi Campbell and Pastor McAnuff Jones for joining us this morning. This is a very interesting conversation about Christmas. We'll be right back.
Thank you. Bye-bye.